morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
The Beezer.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
That's nice.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Wow. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
On your side, you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Whoops. Darisaw gets hurt. Jalen Naylor can't hold on to a ball. Sam Darnold gets face masked. We lose to a guy with a bunch of gray in his beard. What happened?
Man, that looked like, Cory, through the first two drives, that looked like it was going to be either the highest scoring game of all time, and it looked like the Rams had no chance to stop our Minnesota Vikings. And then they just, I don't know, it just got weird. It was like a classic Vikings game. Should Sam Darnold have ran when he had the opportunity instead of passing it probably a little bit too hard? But the guy,
he's got to catch it.
Has to catch that.
He's got to catch that.
You have to catch that.
They hit him right in the hands.
Right in the hands.
That changed the whole game.
That changed the whole thing.
That's
because you score there.
That is a killer.
Yeah, it just, man, it was Thursday night slop at its absolute best. But I mean, here's the thing, Cory. Here's my question for you.
Here's the thing.
I thought about this last night after I tweeted about the awful face mask call, which, you know, if Sam Darnold goes 97 yards, whatever, he obviously has the opportunity. They have all the, whatever, it's fine, right? They have the wide receivers to do it. They possibly could have done it, okay? But you just, the defense got zero pressure at all, right? But if you go back and you say to yourself, we'd probably all take 5-2 at this point, but that changes in how we've gotten to the 5-2, right? Because 5-2 is a great record. 5-2 would lead a lot of divisions. If you told all of us, including you and I, September 1st, the Vikings on October 25th would be 5-2, you'd go, well, that's amazing. That's the best record possible. But the issue and this is what happens when I work with you too long, I look for all the negative stuff. The defense got 0 sacks. They got the lowest pressure rate they've had since like 2020. And our guy, Jonathan Grenard, is the only guy getting, and I'm not just saying that because he's on this show. I've ripped people that are on this show. I'm not just saying that. He is the only guy getting any sort of pressure. Dallas Turner, the guy they gave up all that stuff for, sits on the sidelines. And they can go with, well, we have all these guys that are playing well. The 17th overall pick should play and barely play special teams. The issue with it is how great it is to be 5-2. That's fine. There's just the defense is just a hot knife through butter through these last 2.5 games. These last 2 games. Detroit ran right through them, and you say what you want. I know they had Cooper back and Puka, who are both great wide receivers. That was just a downhill fight. Every time Matthew Stafford got the ball, the self-inflicted wounds on some of these really ticky-tack penalties were really bad. Stephon Gilmore did the Julius Randle from the first Wolves game. He barely wants to be out there. It just has been kind of sloppy. They're 5-2, which is fine. I know I said they'd destroy the Rams 24 hours ago. They will beat the Colts a week from Sunday at home, and they'll be 6-2, right? And
well, we don't know that.
They'll beat the Colts. The Colts aren't good.
Should have beat the Rams.
They should have. You are correct. But I would guess, and this is no inside sourcing on my part because that's not what I do, they will make some sort of move before they play the Colts to find some interior pass rush. I don't think it'll be Dexter Lawrence. He leads the league in sacks. That would cost you 2 first-round picks. It will be somebody to get some kind of interior pass rush. Harrison Phillips is an unstoppable run blocker, defense against the run. He's not that good rushing the passer. They had 0 up the gut pass rush last night. And the face mask call. You saw that happen. How do you not call that? I scared the dogs. They ran downstairs. I yelled so loud. How do you not call that? It just, the ref is standing right there, staring right at it. That still shot.
He meat sauced it.
Yeah, he meat sauced it. And then even was it Jared Verse, the guy that they probably should have taken at pick 17? He immediately puts his hands on his helmet. It's like, I just cost us a personal foul, 15 yards and a first down. But I'll go back to it. They're 5-2. I thought they'd be 1-7 at this point in the season. I know the math doesn't work out, but just roll with me. It's 5:35 in the morning. It's just, it's kind of the way we've got here, and it's that the defense is just kind of regressed to the mean. Is that the correct term?
Close enough. So
thank you.
The Rams beat the Vikings 30-20. Chris and the Vikings landed like 45 minutes ago, so Chris is walking in now. No Creasel today. He's already in Vegas. You've probably seen that on social media. I think he said it's trip 50. I think he said it's trip 50 to Las Vegas for him. No Zacho today because Zacho is helping hook up the Friday football feast, I believe, down in Dinkytown. But Marnie will be. Oh, no Parrish today either. So half the show is gone, but Marnie will be here in a little bit. Max is going to be here in a little bit. Alexis is going to be here in a little bit. So we'll have a 5-way initials battle. But a lot of things went our way sports-wise last night. The Wolves looked legit again. The Wild continued to look legit. It's just our football team fell apart.
Yeah, boy!
Thursday night
and
football.
As Hawk just said to me, he can't believe how well Julius Randle played last night for the Wolves.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't.
hooked on
Well,
that.
listen, I'm hooked on phonics as well.
Hey, Hogs.
Hey, buddy.
How are you, Daddy-O?
I am currently experiencing time travel because you guys are in the future. I thought about this on the way here. For you guys, it's Friday. For me, it's still Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still Thursday right now.
Did you sleep at all on the plane?
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
No. I could not sleep.
Thursday night slop.
That's right. It was Thursday night slop. Still trying to figure out how they missed that face mask.
Yep.
That is ridiculous.
Yep. That was...
Tore his face off his body.
You know, like in the WNBA finals when the call got whistled on Alana Smith and the Lynx were like frustrated, but you almost can't throw a gigantic fit.
Yeah.
Because you can't risk 2 free throws and a technical, right? It's like we have to make it very clear we're upset.
Yeah, we're mad.
But we can't get a tech here. That could cost us the whole game. Different in football.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold should have lost his mind, right? Because he flipped around. He's like, oh, face mask. And the offensive linemen who had their backs to the play, so didn't see the face mask, it's not like they can go, hey, he got tackled by his face mask because they were blocking. Aaron Jones comes running over and was like, hey, face mask. The Vikings should have been almost threatening to punch officials.
Yeah.
They should have been so mad.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? He just ripped me down by my face mask.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say we went Minnesota nice on it, but it was almost like, hey, he face masked me. Okay, I'm sure you did. No, move on.
Yeah.
You could actually, on the TV coverage, you could see when they replayed Darnold yelling at the official.
Yeah.
You could see the official mouth the word shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just thought shoulder pad, shoulder blade. You got taken down by the shoulder. And Darnold should have been like, I will murder your entire family.
Well, I'll tell you this. I couldn't hear the words because I was 17 miles away, but I have not seen Coach O'Connell that angry.
Yep.
He was super pissed, and rightfully so. And again,
how is that not reviewable?
I don't understand that.
Add that to the list of rules that are going to change because it happens to Minnesota sports.
That's Guardsy's bit,
And he's right, because how is that not reviewable when it's that clear and it cost you the game?
Yeah.
They needed a miracle anyway. They needed 97 yards.
Yeah, but we've seen things happen.
Right. And Cooper Kupp gave them an absolute gift by stepping out of bounds.
Couldn't believe it.
And Puka Nacua almost did it a play or two before that. It's like, what are you guys
doing? He remembered
doing?
at the last second. He literally remembered at the last second.
And then Cooper Kupp does it after the 2-minute warning and gives us essentially a free timeout.
Yeah. That was the Robert Smith. Yeah.
They gave us a chance, 97 yards and an 8-point deficit. Should have been 9, by the way. The Rams should have gone for it there. Should have gone for 2. But that's a whole other debate, and it doesn't matter because they lost by 10 anyway. You got to make it a 2-point or a 2 possession game. What are you doing? Anyway.
What the hell?
Viking fans are going, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell is correct?
That's right, Al Michaels.
Super obvious face mask, and they all missed it.
Yeah.
And the post game, all of their answers were like, "Well, we were blocked," or "We got screened." There's a still shot.
Crystal has it.
That guy is looking right at the play. There's no excuse for that guy to not see Darnold's head get ripped around.
2 guys looking right at the play
in a 360
directly. Yeah.
Yep. No
Son
excuses.
of a bitch.
Yep.
So many other problems, so many other holes, so many other things to go in. Oh no, that's a worrisome thing moving forward. None bigger than Christian Darrisaw, right? If he's out for a significant amount of time, hopefully it's a couple of weeks.
That's bad.
If it's
it's bad.
A significant amount, that's a huge problem. They highlighted last night Quessenberry getting his ass kicked by Jared Verse and others.
He was available in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one play
trouble.
that you're probably talking about, he uprooted Quessenberry the way he got underneath him. Yeah, it's and the issue is that they're going to have at left tackle is you're going to get Hawkinson back, who I think will be.
I'm pissed about that. By the way,
go ahead.
If it were a contract year, he'd be playing. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I got no inside information. If it were a contract year, he would have been on the field last night. I'm just going to say it. He looks fine. I'm not a doctor. I don't have any inside information. I'm just telling you, your team needs you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right? Get on the field.
Do you think, let me see here. I just saw it. Hang on. This would have been a really good follow-up bit. I'm sorry, Hawk.
Take your time.
Hold on. Hang on.
Freaking Jalen Naylor has to catch that, though.
Yeah.
You got to catch that. I know in real time on TV, it did look like Darnold should have just run for the first down, but on the replay, there was a defender there that was going to make it really hard for Darnold to get to the line. And the Vikings, there were 2 of them open.
Yeah.
And Darnold smartly is like,
it was a perfect play. Yeah.
100%. And then and I saw on Twitter the same thing you just said, Sauce, that sure, he threw it maybe a little too hard.
You still got to catch it.
It's not too hard when you know that's my quarterback. He's going to throw me the ball. Have your hands up. Be ready.
Yeah.
Naylor acted like, it's my turn? Yeah, it's your turn, buddy.
Yeah.
It's third down.
Yep.
Your turn.
When you're
when
you're third or fourth string, you get few opportunities. If you don't take advantage of those opportunities go away. Here's the follow-up I was looking for when Hawk. What were you saying again about TJ Hawkinson?
I was saying if it were a contract year, he would be on the field right now. And I'm sorry, but I'm calling it like I see it.
Okay, I don't know if this is a connection to it, but this was tweeted by one Paul Allen last night. Lost to the side for beloved Vikings. Props to Puka Nacua from bouncing back from the injury and in short order.
Might be subtweeting.
Never called one of his games, and he's so distinct the way he plays it. And it's a pleasure to watch. Weapon, no doubt.
Well, how many times this is the most obvious the most obvious football take of all time, right? Is when the schedule comes out, we all know we're all wasting our time going through wins and losses because every game is changed with injuries and things like that.
Of course.
This is another perfect example of it doesn't matter who you play, it's when you play them.
Well said.
Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua completely changed the way the Rams are defended.
150%.
And the dynamic of the Rams. Of course, they come back 100% to play the Minnesota Vikings. Of course they did. Yeah. So Nacua just had 106 yards, no big deal, just 7 catches. Oh, welcome back.
And it looked like it could have been 20 more catches.
Yeah.
He's that good.
So for all of us that were like, you got to beat the Rams, they're garbage. Well, even as of yesterday morning, it was like, well, Cooper Kupp's 100%. He's going to play. But it doesn't look like Nacua is.
Yeah, right.
And then by the middle of the afternoon, it was like, they're both playing? Oh, man, we're screwed. And, of course, they both killed us. And DeMarcus Robinson got us twice for touchdowns, but the yardage guys were all Kupp and Nacua.
Yeah.
Well, listen, there's a million reasons, and all excuses are good excuses, none are accepted, right? But we looked like we had just played the game against gladiators on Sunday that we did.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We were super, super, super tired.
That's a very good point.
We were beat to hell when that game started. And we miss Cashman a lot. And if we can say that an offense changes by missing a player, we can say the same about a defense.
Yeah.
We missed Cashman a lot.
I mean, Ivan Pace picked the wrong time to play possibly his worst game as a pro.
Oh, Gilmore was terrible. There was about 7 guys that played terribly.
The thing, and I didn't notice it
Worn
until
out, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I also saw, and there were a couple people that tweeted this. Gilmore was going a little bit through the motions, right? There were a couple plays you're like, that's your guy. You know they're going to him, and it just, yeah.
Well, they even highlighted it last night on the 27-yarder, I think, to Kupp that kind of extended one of those that last drive for the Rams. Gilmore kind of late to get over to Cooper Kupp, and he never tracked the ball.
No.
So he kind of overran him.
Yep.
Where it's like, well, you actually could have made a play on the ball, maybe not to pick it off, but you could have at least knock it down or something. But even Al Michaels was saying, hey, Gilmore never located the ball. It's hard to stop the ball when you don't know that the ball's coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we played like a tired football team last night, and I think we were. I think that
well,
just...
let's hope that ends.
It will. I mean, we obviously don't play until a week from Sunday night.
Mini bye.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll be healthier, and hopefully we have a tight end who's taking the field.
And as I said, I don't know if you heard it, Hawk, I would bet that they make a move for some interior pass rush.
Would you be shocked to see if they do?
Yeah.
I mean, but again, those kind of moves aren't nearly as easy as everybody thinks.
No,
right?
I'm not saying they're going to trade for John Randall in his prime.
But that's the point. Is it's harder than people think in the NFL to get super impact players at the trade deadline. It's definitely been increased in the last handful of years. There's been more trade. Like, I don't know, 10 years ago, there was almost no action.
You'd go, wait, today was the NFL trade deadline?
Right. So it's more than it used to be, but it's still really hard to pull off. So it's not just like in the NBA or Major League Baseball where you just go, all right, I got to go get a reliever and I need a third baseman. It's not that easy. So let's hope they do something, but I don't know what they're going to get back.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of teams that are quickly going to be out of the playoff picture here. So hopefully they'll be, you mentioned the guy from the Giants, right? Yeah, when we were talking yesterday.
He leads the league in sacks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And he'd cost you 2 first-round picks.
Do we also have major concerns about Jordan Addison?
Yeah.
In what way? I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year, obviously, he was a phenomenon, right? It was just offensive machine, touchdowns galore.
He was wide receiver 1, though, for a while.
Yeah, but it looked like he deserved it, right? Yeah. It looked like we're like, finally, Kwesi knocked one out of the park. This is fantastic. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happened.
Because he's kind of a non-factor, or what are you talking about?
A little bit of both. Obviously, the stuff we heard last week about running the wrong routes, maybe not paying attention. I don't know. He just seems to not be that guy anymore. I have no insight on what button has been pushed and why it's not clicking, but all of a sudden Addison doesn't seem even remotely reliable. It's like, all right, we got Jefferson and Addison
half the time.
Well, that's hard to read too, but maybe. I don't know, man. That was a frustrating game.
It was, but I tell you, I would ask Viking fans as best you can to flush that sumbitch down the toilet. We played a Thursday night game after playing the toughest team in the league and almost beating them. And I say we remember we're 5-2. We put this thing in the trash and we move on to next week. That's what I would ask Vikings fans to do.
Do you guys, after last night, have increased optimism, or are you maintaining that you're still not sure about Darnold either? Or did last night?
I feel good about Darnold.
Specifically because the first half, it looked like he had it back a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the most explosive we have seen him in about 3 games.
Yeah.
But
that first half.
Here's the difference with, let's say, a Darnold and a Matthew Stafford or an Aaron Rodgers in his prime or Patrick Mahomes.
Or
those 3, or Newt Rockney, those 3 can probably move a little bit more and overcome the loss of your Pro Bowl, all-pro left tackle. Sam Darnold might have a little bit of trouble because it's going to be instant pressure off that left side.
Obviously,
losing Darisaw is terrible if he's out.
Twitter doctors, right? Twitter doctors were guessing last night about what the injury was and about how long that would be, and a lot of them were saying 2 to 4 weeks. Even KOC, though, said fingers crossed that it's not something terrible.
Do you think that's something we'll know today, Hogs?
I'm sure he's going to have an MRI today.
Absolutely, yeah.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
All right, here we are. Welcome back, everybody. It's 5:54. Look who got up early. I mean, come on. That's dedication. That's the kind of dedication we need on this radio station. But she doesn't even work for us. Look at her.
Look at Alexis
Look
Pearson.
at her get up early and get in here.
Dedicated.
Look at you. I'm proud of you.
She likes Minnesota sports.
I do. I don't like getting up early, but
Yeah, well, that
Especially after a late
Sacrifices.
game that breaks hearts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that advice.
But she didn't have a late game that broke a heart. She had a good game.
No, the Wild, all they do is win.
Yeah.
And the Wolves found a win. It's just, again, we could have had a nice little...
Clean sweep.
what's a good word for three, Sauce?
Triplets? Triples?
Triplets? What now?
He's not wrong,
Sure.
technically.
What now?
Yeah, we could have had nice triples.
Yeah.
Yep. If they just would have found a way to get that one done. But the Wild got her done. The Wolves and Julius Randle,
Man.
after all the criticism in Game 1, he was dominant last night in Game 2.
Yep.
They beat the Kings. But the Vikings come up short 30-20 to the Los Angeles Rams of Anaheim.
Did you see Creasel's tweet 2 hours ago?
Yeah, about the church challenge.
He's on Fremont Street.
Yeah, oh yeah.
2 hours ago.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
yeah, they stopped at Taco Bell, so I think he's going to ride it out.
Oh, he's gassed.
Yeah, I think he's going to ride it out until the church challenge.
Well, it's only 35 minutes from now.
You can find the Wonka machine, right, Hawk?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Come on now.
Did you guys see Betts posted yesterday, Power Trip Betts, that I have more points through 7 weeks than Creasel and Halverson got the entire season last year.
Wow.
True story. That's how bad. That's not even necessarily how good I am this year so far.
Oh, no.
I've been very lucky. They were historically bad last year.
Yeah.
That bad. Yeah, here it is. Halfway through the year, 7 out of 15, almost halfway. I have 144 points, outscored the entire season put up last year by Creasel with 132 and Halverson with 137.
Wow.
Church challenge in like 40 minutes.
Yeah. Sweet.
And then Charch and Nordo and I think Pistol Pete Bursich and others. Parker Fox, I think, is swinging by.
Yeah, they're
at the Friday football feast.
Downtown.
Dinkytown, yeah.
Right by
No way.
Huntington Bank
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Great vibes.
9 to noon.
Going down to the dank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
one other thing I was complaining about last night to myself, because, my girls don't care about football. What do they care? Right? They don't care.
And they want you to go back downstairs.
Right. So basically, I was just kind of screaming into the wind
We know what they were complaining about.
Yeah.
that I was still in the
That's
house.
Yeah, right.
This is not just the Vikings. All teams do this, but it just sucks, right? The unbelievable catch by Jefferson that we all were worried was going to get challenged.
Yeah.
So what did the Vikes do?
Ran a play
Forced to
quick.
play.
Right.
Yeah.
So they run a play and then and now we're in the what it was like the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. I forget where it was, but I think it was within the 10. And they just run a Jones play just to get the ball off, just in case they challenge it. Even if they had, it was a catch, so they wouldn't have won the challenge. Nevertheless, there's something about that always drives me nuts because it felt like we just wasted first down.
Yep.
And then we run on second down and it goes nowhere. And we get one shot at the end zone. That one stings me. And it's not just the Vikings. Everybody does it. I get that. But it's like, God dang it. You almost have to say, if we're going to waste a play on first down to guarantee that they can't challenge this, we got to treat second and third down completely differently.
Yeah.
It's got to be way more aggressive for the end zone as opposed to, let's see if we can run and get a couple of yards and get a shorter shot at this. I think you got to change your mentality and say, we burnt that one for safety reasons. Now we have to have 2 kill shots.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go, play calling sucks. I'm not trying to nitpick play calling. I just think in those situations, you got to think a little bit differently and put the aggression down.
Listen to this Schefter tweet that a guy named Scott just sent to me. Thank you, Scott. After tonight's Vikings loss to the Rams, teams that play the Lions 1 week are now 0-5 the very next week.
Wow.
The
Because they
Rams
beat
lost to
the
the
hell out of
Cardinals.
you.
The Bucks lost to the Broncos. The Cardinals lost to the Commanders. The Seahawks lost to the Giants. Cowboys had a bye. And then the Vikings lost to the Rams.
That game did wear him down, I think.
It did. It beat the piss out of them.
Yes, it did.
They were playing like they had cement in their shoes.
Hey, maybe one of you heard this stat because I think I half heard it, but did I hear right last night that the Vikings now have not won on the road for a Thursday night game since something like the 70s?
Oh.
Is that accurate?
I didn't hear that, but that sounds like something the Vikings would do.
That is correct. Yes, I agree. That sounds exactly like something.
Can somebody that heard that stat correctly either tweet at us at PowerTrip KFAN or email us or text us or whatever, or tweet at Sauce? He's the one that's going to see it first. I thought I heard something like that we just have not won a road Thursday nighter in something like 40 plus years. I wonder if that's true. Or am I just hearing things?
I think
You might have dreamt it. Did you sleep?
Maybe my daughter just yelled down the stairs. Hey, I haven't won on the road in.
I mean, that's a long time, but if somebody was going to do it, it would be the Vikings.
100%.
But also, for a good chunk of that time, Thursday nighters weren't a regular thing.
That's
right
a fair
now,
point,
we all have to play Thursday nighters, but for a big chunk of that was pretty rare.
Yeah.
So that might factor into that as well. So that's a little misleading.
Maybe you misheard. Maybe your wife yelled down, "I wish you'd go play in the middle of the road."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could that have been it?
No, she would just text me that.
Oh, yeah, good point, yeah.
So she didn't have to talk to me.
Yeah. Please leave.
They put chicken fingers out in the middle of 394 with a sign that says free.
They're playing poker on the highway.
A Cane's truck just tipped over in the front yard.
Yeah. Just stand there a little so I can get the good aim and hit you again.
Apparently, you're supposed to take this gas can and go pick up some chicken fingers. Just, oh, God, whatever.
Yeah, whatever is right.
Who cares?
But
At least the rest of our teams won.
But hey, we're 5-2.
We're 5-2.
It's the Hawk mentality.
Flush that one down.
Right.
Yeah, it's going the wrong way fast. Though. We need this mini bye. We need a reset against the Indianapolis Colts a week from Sunday night.
Who came in early?
Alexis,
look at you. Listen, I'm just going to be honest with you. I've been up for like a long time. I get real squirrely. I'm doing my best to hold my tongue and not offend you. But I'm probably
You can offend me if you want.
Thank you. I wanted your permission.
My feelings don't get hurt very easily.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's good. No, I'm not talking about hurting your feelings. I'm just saying something filthy that's going to make you
And do what you got to do.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Permission granted.
All right, thank you.
Good
You
thing
guys,
Rosie's
everybody
not
heard
here.
it.
Oh, yeah, Rosie would have that laminated.
Rosie's. Oh, there is Rosie. He just flew in Tarzan style.
Oh, Rosa was at both losses in L.A. this week. I blame him.
Wait, he was at the game
He was
last
right there
night?
behind me.
Can you
Get outta
believe
here.
what he paid to park?
Can you believe? Did he say that on the air? Do you guys know what he's talking about?
Twice.
Oh,
He said
okay.
it when you were standing there, Hawk.
I couldn't remember if we were on the air. I'm tired.
But when you said Matt Damon is in the booth for about 2 seconds, I'm like, it's L.A. It's not zero.
Did they show
course
Cranston and the other guy? The two guys from Breaking Bad?
The guy
Aaron
that's his
Paul.
bitch all the time?
Yeah, they were at the game. They kept showing him, and Bryan Cranston kept pretending he didn't know what the hell was going on. It was funny. It made me laugh.
Cool.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, and
How much did Rosie pay for parking?
$200 to park.
$200?
Are you serious?
$200.
Well, that's $200 more than he paid for Lakers tickets or Vikings tickets. So
You didn't pay for the Lakers tickets?
How dare you?
$200 that belongs in jail.
I mean, why even go to the game?
Why go?
No wonder
Yeah.
no one goes to those games.
Yeah.
You could
Who
buy
cares?
a cable package for $200 and watch every game.
You could spend it on slot machines.
You
I
could.
was surprised he didn't back that car right over that gentleman who was asking for that money.
Oh, you know. He said
He thought
something.
about it. Oh, you know he did.
Yeah.
Marnie won initials last week. She'll be here to defend her title. Alexis is playing. Sauce is playing. Hawk's playing. And Max is going to be here about 7 o'clock. Max is going to play as well. Max is pretty good at that game, too. He's sneaky good.
This is
I would do that.
perfect opportunity, and I'm not saying me, for somebody. Hawk's tired. Marnie worked late last night. Alexis worked late. Somebody's going to put up a crooked number.
You
I think it's
think?
it's
Advantage Alexis and Max.
Or
I
Max.
was just going to
specifically
say,
Max.
but half of us are tired. I think Max has got a chance.
We'll see.
Maxo's good. It'll
That's
be
at
fun.
8:15. Front page sports, though, is next. This is the Power Trim Morning Show on the Fan.
Word is it's going to be pretty nice out there today. Nice fall weekend. And then we're going to get in the 70s again next week. It's going to be too hot. But I don't know. What do I know? I mean, I was in L.A. a minute ago. I walked up and down the beach yesterday. I had sand on my toes. Stuff like that. Now I'm here.
And you did buy that sweet LA Guns jacket for Andy.
I did. I hope he didn't hear the show because it was a surprise.
Whoops, sorry.
No, it's okay, baby.
It's okay, your mic wasn't on yet.
Yeah, good.
No, he doesn't listen to the podcast.
A middle-aged man can make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was that again?
I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make.
Hey, I'm with you, brother. You guys ever been to Venice Beach?
Not since I was 10.
I have,
I've never been to California.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's fun. Parts of it are
Have
fun.
you ever seen California?
California.
Have you ever seen
San Francisco's beautiful.
California?
San Diego's beautiful. Parts of Los Angeles are
Malibu is
amazing.
stunning.
Disneyland's okay. The area around Disneyland's garbage, but Disneyland itself is really
Isn't
nice.
the area around that stadium garbage?
Yeah. But we
That
stayed in-
stadium's cool looking, but it is.
It's tough to navigate.
Which city is Disneyland in?
It's in
Anaheim.
Anaheim. It's right outside of Los Angeles.
Yeah, we stayed in Marina del Rey, which is as nice as it sounds. And I walked all the way down the beach, and then I got down to Venice Beach, down by Muscle Beach, and it was getting dark, and I was like, oh, I better hightail it out of here.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas all of a sudden.
I am not welcome here.
There, I have driven plenty of trucks over random beachgoers on that game, so I understand. You don't want to be there too late.
No, you do not. So I went to a place called Fat Sal's and had me a cheeseburger.
Well, I bet it was
Delish.
a 10 out
Fat
of 10.
Sal's?
Fat Sal's.
If the restaurant has the name Fat in it, you know it's going to be good.
That's what I thought. Yeah, right.
You know it's going to be good.
Isn't that Turtle from Entourage's actual restaurant?
The only person that I know who watched that show was you.
Cory watched it, didn't you?
The last couple of seasons were absolute
Terrible.
trash.
Terrible.
But it was very bro-ish and douchey.
Yeah, it was fun.
But it was fun in the middle. Yeah.
But I think that's his restaurant.
The Ari Gold and what was it? Was it Lloyd?
Yeah.
Was that his assistant?
Yeah.
That dynamic was super funny for a
it's you and
handful
me.
of seasons. Yeah, you are my little Lloyd.
I am.
You can.
Oh, thanks, Rosie. You talk. I think he's talking to you, Alexis.
I like to think again that we are Jim and Dwight, specifically when Dwight has the bed and
correct.
breakfast in hell.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And I ask questions and you have dumb answers.
Yeah,
But
right.
if we're not going to be Jim and Dwight, then we could be Ari and Lloyd.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's going to
let's do front page sports.
destroy you.
Oh my God,
Time now
Rosie.
for Front Page Sports.
Take a
presented
deep
by
breath.
Holiday Station
Holiday
Stores.
Station
Thank you,
Stores
Holiday.
brings you front page sports. Buy two, get one free. Holiday Gatorade. Gatorade. Mix and match any flavors you want. 28-ounce Gatorade for a limited time. Go do that. Go hydrate. All of you people that are tired because you stayed up late last night watching the Vikings, get a little hydration and wake up. Yeah, see, you're drinking Gatorade sauce.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got that at Holiday. The
did.
Vikings lost 30-20 to the Los Angeles Rams. Puka Nacua was playing. That sucked. Cooper Kupp played. Was at 100%. That sucked. Final play, essentially, that mattered was a safety by the Rams on the Vikings when the Rams defender had a whole handful of Sam Darnold's face mask, and every official on the planet missed it.
Yeah.
Very frustrating. So they had to go 97 yards, and they were down 8. So it was probably, 5% chance that they do it. That they actually go all the way down and score the touchdown and score the 2. So it was super unlikely, but
They were robbed of the chance.
much like the Lynx on Sunday, it just feels like we got robbed of at least an opportunity, right? The Lynx
Pass
got
interference,
robbed because
man.
if it goes the other way, it's just over.
Yeah.
This one is, you robbed us of a chance. We know we needed a miracle, but you didn't even give us the chance to get the miracle. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I just love that the official didn't think why is Sam Darnold's head looking at me when his back is also looking at me? Something here is wrong.
Yeah.
Unless he's possessed by the devil.
Which it is spooky season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
And like
it
I
is.
said, in the lip reading world, you could see that guy mouth the word shoulder. So that guy must have just been convinced that the defender grabbed the shoulder pad and pulled him
Well,
backwards.
he'll be unconvinced when he watches the replay.
Right, because his helmet's twisted, not just his shoulders, his whole head twisted.
But what we've seen multiple times in that exact same situation is you throw the flag, you gather with all the guys, and you go,
talk about
I
it.
think he got his shoulder. And then the other guy goes, he got his shoulder. Okay. He got his shoulder. Hey, there's no foul on the penalty. And then they go back and watch the replay and you go, oh, yeah, he did grab his shoulder. Stuff like that.
Saw 7 hours ago you
I stand by
tweeted,
it.
Linda Blair's head spun less.
Yeah, thank you. I thought that was funny.
That is good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a face mask because he was sitting right in front of me on the plane and he looked at me the whole time.
Yeah. Wow.
8 hours ago you tweeted, Sauce, how do you not call a face mask? What a rigged league.
I stand by that. We got jobbed in the WNBA bit, then we're getting jobbed last
I
night.
hate Minnesota, man.
That's a 100% penalty on the following. Are you ready for my list? Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady if he was still playing,
Billy Idol.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah,
Papa Smurf.
Pasta Bolognese,
Yeah.
Ski Club Pat,
The cat
Me
from
if I'm in
Austin
at QB.
Powers.
yeah, Alexis if she's playing,
Yeah.
Zacho,
Anybody
you,
who
Cory.
drives a sweet Challenger.
Yeah. Wait, did you buy a Challenger?
Not
too?
yet, buddy.
Is that your next thing?
I know.
8 hours ago, you tweeted, Dallas Turner is a bust.
I stand by that.
Oh, come on, man. He's a rookie.
He was the one that you said was going to be a lock to
thought
be
he was.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, and
I
he's
thought he
a
was.
stud.
I thought he was.
And he plays like a little bit in 4 or 5 games, and now you're saying he's a bust.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't think it's a little early, Con?
Okay, it may be a little early, but I'll say this. I was pissed last night, and I apologize.
Well, you did that exact same thing on Twitter. You tweeted 8 hours ago, Sean McVay is the PJ Fleck of the NFL. Sorry, I'm angry.
I stand by that. Hey, Sean McVay won.
Well, he was having a good night till he saw your tweet.
Yeah.
8 hours ago, you tweeted, the Vikes should be sellers in 12 days.
Again, I was angry.
Man,
And I missed my Hogs Daddy.
I missed you too, but I'm back and better than ever.
Yeah. When was the last time you showered?
Man, it's been a long time. You can tell I'm ripe as hell.
9 hours ago, you tweeted, the WNBA is less rigged.
Yeah, I stand by that too. Well, the WNBA is for sure.
Your legs are going to be tired.
Yeah, from standing. Yeah.
Yeah, by standing
That's
by
why
all
I'm
these
sitting
things.
now.
You know what you need to sit in is a cool Chrysler 300.
My God. You're trying to sell that car already, aren't you?
My God, yes.
Did you drive it here today?
No.
Does it work?
Does it work?
That's a no.
It did when I parked it.
I mean,
I'm hoping somebody steals it. I'm gonna leave the
hopefully
keys
didn't leave it. Hopefully didn't leave it outside and it got rained on.
Oh, did it rain here?
Yeah, it poured.
Son of a bitch! I hope I shut the top on that son of a bitch. If not, I hope they're.
You hope it floated away?
I'm gonna say something terrible.
Yeah. I can hear you gearing
If
up.
it's full of water, I'm just gonna sit in it.
Yeah.
Should have heard what I said on the show yesterday.
Yeah. Oh,
no, what'd he
God.
say?
Who cares? I honestly didn't care. Didn't even think about hitting the dump button. Didn't care. 10 hours ago, you tweeted, Harrison Phillips meat sauce did.
Yeah, he did. On that one sack where he should have sacked him, and slow down. I've had 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, Cory is slightly nodding because he agrees with me.
On what?
He did meat sauce, and when he should have sacked him, he olayed him.
I don't know what play you're talking
The
about.
Grenard bit where Grenard missed him because Grenard just had a bad angle. But Harrison had him dead to rights, and he missed him, and then he
You've got a
tossed
good
that
angle.
touchdown.
Oh, is that the second one? The cup?
You have Peroni.
Stafford did the old duckaroo, and then Phillips went over the top of him.
You have a crooked carrot penis.
Yeah, well,
Just commercials for that. You can fix that.
listen.
Peroni's disease. Whatever it's called.
BendCarrot.com.
Yours could see around a corner.
I thought that if I went there, they'd bend my carrot. I was wrong. I thought they'd do it. I'm like,
Uh-oh,
would you
he's
bend my
tired.
carrot,
Yeah, here we
please?
go. Sorry.
Come on over here and bend it.
He apologized to her.
I got permission.
Yeah, there's audio where she says offend me.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's going to be her final last
8
words.
hours ago, Sauce, you tweeted, Gilmore is bad.
I was talking about the Gilmore Girls
Sauce,
show.
what were you on last night?
I was just pissed. I get pissed.
This might be the longest you stand by the segment I've ever heard.
Yeah.
How many more are there?
Read the one about me smoking cigarettes.
Hang on, I like this one even better. 6 minutes ago, our friend Andy tweeted, or I'm listening live to the Power Trip after a Vikings game. So,
Sorry, Andy.
Surprise ruined.
Sorry, Andy, you're going to love your LA Guns leather coat.
Oh, man.
Now get over here and bend my carrot.
My God. He's talking to Andy.
He's talking to Andy.
He's talking to Andy.
Not Alexis.
No.
Alexis, the Wild won 4-2 over Tampa Bay. And look, Tampa's legit, right?
Yeah.
Kucherov was leading the NHL in goals. I don't know if he still is. 4-2, a nice performance again by your Wild that have yet to lose in regulation. They are 5-0-2.
Yeah, win against these defending champs a couple nights ago. Then they beat Tampa. Those, I think, were their toughest string of tests here so far this season. I felt last night specifically was going to be their best test so far, and they proved that they're a legitimate team. They still have hardly trailed. They trailed for like 6-something minutes last night, and other than that, they've been rocking and rolling, and now they've got a chance. They play Philly and Pittsburgh to close out the month, and those are both beatable teams, I think. So we'll
And last
see.
night it was Fleury, correct?
It was, yeah. And his last start, he didn't play. I mean, he played in that Seattle game where they lost in a shootout. So it was kind of a tough game. But I thought he played great last night. So goaltenders are looking good. Carrill's looking good.
Kirill had 2 last night.
Yeah,
Boldy
Rossi,
had 1.
Boldy.
Yeah,
Yep.
but Lou Nanny with Barrera, I think it was Wednesday, said he's a $15 million a year player. Kirill Kaprizov.
Yeah. Good kid. I had a tweet the other day, speaking of stand on these tweets, that someone accused me of being meat sauce because my take was so hot. I tweeted Marco Rossi scoring 50 goals this year, and somebody commented, "You sound like meat sauce."
And then you
That was
texted
not a
me,
compliment.
And you don't want to be. I said, I think I called Marco Rossi the night before the best hockey player that ever lived.
Yeah, if you want to truly tweet like meat sauce, then the next time Rossi has a bad game,
Yeah,
just say like,
he's a
"I
bust."
would cut him tomorrow,"
Yeah.
or "Why is he on
bench
this
him.
team?" Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to do the extremes within a 24 hour.
Or do what Ryan Donaldson once did. Say you want the GM fired when you're at a Viking sponsored event with the GM there. I
forgot about that.
Or just say you're in the mood for a dome dog.
Yeah. Or that.
That's my favorite.
I love
I'm sorry. That's my
squirrely
favorite. That's my
Well, you know what's funny about the thing that I said on the air yesterday? If that was you would have gotten yelled at. No doubt, right?
For what?
For what I said on the air? If you had said that, Abbott or somebody would go, "What are you doing?"
Abbott would have texted me in
No
all
one
caps.
said a word to me.
There are
That
kids
was
in
the
the
best.
Of course. I
was the
said
best.
this yesterday, and I stand by it. I don't have the same job security you two have.
Fuck, we were,
You too does.
Gerdsey was here, and we were talking about how Sauce just hates everyone,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Like he hates just every broadcaster, every athlete, every.
I love all you three.
And then Brock Purdy came up. I'm like, you just hate Brock Purdy. I'm like, no one's saying he's Patrick Mahomes. But he's so much better than you give him credit for. And I said, it's because you think he's like an underdog and he's not like a top 10 pick. And I think I said, if he was the 7th pick in the draft, you'd be Jane in your pants.
He just
But I said the actual
8 o'clock
word.
hour.
That's cool.
Didn't even think about it. Didn't
Yeah.
think about dumping it. And nobody said a word to me.
No, nobody listens.
No, nobody cares.
And it's you two.
And it's
There's like
true.
4 people who work here anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, almost no one was here yesterday.
It's just us 4.
I think it was a Vikings game day, so they took the day off.
Yeah, right. Man, why would they be here for that?
Right. We'll do What Really Matters after this. Scores and stats around the world of sports, and Chris will change your life for something else. Then in about 20 minutes, the Charge Challenge. So Chris will checking in from Vegas, and it sounds like he's .2. Let's hope wherever Mark Parrish is, he's not. Zacho's calling from the road because he's helping set up the Friday football feast. So we're going to have 3 people connecting plus Charge. So technical issues probably in 20 minutes, but we'll figure it out. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
I open mouth kissed a horse once. The Fan.
Yeah, right. Here we are at 6:26, the Power Trip Morning Show. The Vikings lost. In case you went to bed.
Yeah. And hopefully they didn't lose Christian Darrisaw. That's the key here. Because if we get this mini bye and get everybody rested, 2 games in 5 days, that sucks for anybody. But now you got to get your feet set. But if Darrisaw's not playing a week from Sunday, that's a problem.
Yeah,
right? If
not
Cashman's not back a week from Sunday, that's a problem. So it looks like he is a pretty big difference maker on defense.
Yeah.
Trickle-down effect, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's do What Really Matters. I'll do scores and stats. Chris will change your life with something else.
Yes, I will. Hold on, I gotta move this sumbitch around. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Not that.
Oh.
That's what really matters. Right?
Hey, and since we're doing the Charge Challenge in the next segment, let's just do this now. Wild news presented by Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst.
Yeah, who might have been the catalyst for the Wild last night?
Right, because normally when Zach's here, Zach gets the old email of who the catalyst of the game was. Tom Reed's catalyst, but Zach's not here, so we don't know who it is. But who do you think was the catalyst from last night's Wild game?
Like, who do I think Tom picked? Is that what you're asking
Sure,
me?
yeah. Who was Tom's
It doesn't matter.
catalyst?
Who do you think would? It doesn't matter.
Honestly,
to us.
I think I got to go with Flower. I got to go with Flower last night, just because he's gotten hardly any starts this season, and his last start didn't go so well. Tampa's a good team; they got a lot of good players, and the Wild were on their heels for a bit on the road. You need your goalie to play well in those situations, so I'd go with Flower last night.
Did he score any goals?
He did not.
Okay, then I mean that's not great. He's no Gus Bus.
Yeah.
All right, so your catalyst of the game, Marc-Andre Fleury. That's according to Alexis, and that matters more than Tom Reed.
I don't know about that.
So the Wild win. They are 5-0-2, but what really matters is this.
Oh, I got to do this?
I can do it.
Cool. No, I got it. Everybody be cool.
Can I do one quickly?
Sure.
If you're looking for a sweet car, you can buy a cool conversion van. Right, Hawk?
That's right. Down at uniqueclassiccars.com in Mankato.
And if you're looking for a sweet Chrysler 300.
A little smelly.
Yeah, it might be flooded, but it's cool.
Yeah, a little smelly.
It's probably has the keys in it.
An Italian surfer has died after being impaled in the chest by a sharp-billed fish.
Excuse me?
A sharp-billed fish?
You heard what I said.
Like a swordfish?
That's right. Something like that. Juliana Manfrini, who's 36, had been surfing in the Mentawai Islands, a remote island chain, as you well know, Alexis, when she suffered a freak accident. Freak!
Come on. Hang on. All right, do it again.
When she suffered a freak accident. Freak! Unfortunately, even with the brave efforts of her partner, local resort staff, and doctors, Julia couldn't be saved. But she died doing what she loved.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Bleeding from the chest?
Manfrini was struck in the chest by a swordfish.
So it was a swordfish.
Yeah.
We called it, Alexis. I don't know. I don't think of any other.
We were one step ahead, yeah.
What other? I mean, unless she
I was like, how many fish with sharp bills are
Isn't
there?
a marlin?
Unless she got narwhaled out of nowhere. Man, that sucks. You know,
Surfing,
you know what's weird? This is so sexist. As soon as like a surfer got killed, I just 100% pictured Bodie from Point Break.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a dude.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I was like, move on.
Charlie
and then
don't
it's
surf.
a gal, and I felt so much worse. I'm like,
He's
oh,
not
no.
coming back.
Yeah.
God, what a film.
Charlie don't surf.
Man, to think that Steve Irwin got stung in the chest by with a barb.
And then
right?
I
Was
think
it stingray? What was it?
Yeah, stingray.
Stingray
and then
barb.
A month later, South Park made fun of it.
I wonder if the fish got away.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how did it strike her and then reverse?
You think it feels
or was
guilty?
I doubt it. I don't believe it's
should.
capable of feeling guilt.
I wonder if it mission accomplished. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, is it a bee situation where they sting you but then they die because they leave their stinger in you, or did this fish pull out and basically let her bleed out?
I'm gonna guess that it has Peyronie's disease now.
What website do you go to?
Bentfen.com.
Oh.
Bentneedlenose.com.
Yeah. Good luck to the fish. That sucks.
Good luck to the fish, he says.
Yep.
Yeah, not the lady.
Not the family.
No, I mean the lady's already dead. We can't bring her back. But I hope the
tough.
fish is okay.
Yeah, it must be like when you see the fishy jump, you must be like, well, that's a little close, and then the fishy hits you in the chest. Like, well, this is an ironic way for me to die. I just got swordfish.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
Right before the spear of the fish went through the chest of that gal.
Yeah.
There was audio of that fish saying, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
Right.
You killed my father. Prepare to die."
Wow. You know a lot about a situation you just learned.
That is the standard line that every fish gives before they stab someone to death.
Are you a
killed that
marine
fish's
biologist?
father. But you know what? It's probably, I mean,
It was.
what if her dad's a fisherman? Like, that's what his job is, to kill fish.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Lot to this story we just don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I know
That's greasy.
I know a guy that once claimed to be a marine biologist, and there was a whale that washed up on the beach, and everybody's like, obviously it's like a doctor on the plane. Is there a doctor on the plane? And they were like yelling for a marine biologist. So this guy had to go over and pull a golf ball out of the blowhole of a whale.
Yeah.
Really?
How did that get in there?
Hello.
I think somebody was just hitting golf balls off, the cliffs by the ocean or something.
Yeah.
But the sea was angry that day, my friends. The Wolves won 117-115 over the Sacramento Kings. Julius Randle, who was widely criticized because it didn't look like he wanted to play in game one.
Andy was orange.
Yeah. I get it. The opposite last night. 13 of 17 from the floor, including 5 of 6 from 3. That was cat-like, right? Julius Randle launching threes and led the Wolves with 33 points, but Anthony Edwards with a couple of clinching free throws down the stretch. 117-115. The Wolves are on the board with their first win of the year.
Ant said after the game, he told Julius Randle, just play your game and we'll follow in place. Don't try and play with us. Play your game and we'll follow.
I bet he said it better than that.
Yeah.
I know it's through 2 games,
Way
but still
better.
0 minutes for Terrence Shannon Jr. and
your guy.
0 minutes for Rob Dillingham.
Yeah, that's odd.
I don't
I
get
thought
it.
Dillingham would play a lot more. I think if they hadn't made the trade for what did
DiVincenzo.
What did Hawk call him?
I don't remember.
But if they hadn't traded for DiVincenzo, I think that's some of Dillingham's minutes. Because DiVincenzo can come off the bench and handle the ball and get them in good situations. I think that would
You're
have been
just
Dillingham.
making that up.
Yeah, you're making that up.
I don't think I am. I think I stole it, but you know.
But what really matters is this.
If you got a crease in your earlobe,
He's calling in next.
it's called Frank's sign, and it's a sign of poor cardiovascular health. Come on, Frank.
That guy was not thrilled that somebody named it Frank's sign.
No.
Hey, how do you know you have terrible cardiovascular? Well, look at Frank over there. He's got
His
like
ear.
6 creases in his ear.
His
So
ear
let's
looks
just
like
say
my
that's
nutsack.
Frank's sign.
Oh my God.
Poor Frank. He is, go to nutsackear.com. That has to be a website.
Sauce. If this is a hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's say you and I are about to bet $1,000.
I thought we were about to bed.
No, $1,000 bet. Hypothetically.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you have to guess whether Chris scores 6 in the initials game or 0, and you have to be right. What's more likely with
6.
tired Chris?
6.
6?
Yeah. He's 6.
I feel like even a tired Hawk is better than like me on my
Yes.
game. Like a tired Hawk is better than me on my
But
top game.
over the years, we've seen both happen where he's just like a savant. It's like, man, you should come in on 2 hours of sleep and play this game all the time.
Yeah.
And then there's other times after about 2 items, he's like, I got nothing. I just want to go to bed.
I mean, let's
So
hope.
we have no
let's,
idea.
Let's hope the initials aren't CC because he's going to guess Crooked Carrot a lot.
Crooked carrot.
Crooked Carrot. Nobody brings the juice better
Whoa.
when they're tired than Hawk.
Whoa.
By the way, Ryan Donaldson texted me and said I didn't want him fired. I said he was full of bleep.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Final one quickly. World Series. Game 1 tonight. Yankees at Dodgers 7:08. Fernando Valenzuela dying a handful of days ago. So, again, I guess there's supposed to be something big for him tonight. Probably makes sense. But Sauce, New York and L.A. and Judge and Ohtani. I know it seems like it's
Never would've
scheduled, but
guessed.
man, this is kind of a sweet matchup.
It's going to be great, yeah. The Dodgers will win. And I think they'll win tonight.
All right, Alexis Pearson is here. Marnie Gellner will be here in a little bit. Max Fuller will be here in a little bit. But next, a whole bunch of people checking in via, I don't know, all over the world. Creasel in Vegas, Parrish, wherever he is. Is he in New Jersey? Who knows? Zach's in Dinkytown, and Charge is probably in his home, but we're going to do the Charge Challenge after this. We'll talk to Charge about the Vikes game and see who has to be Bat Boy. More of the Power Trip after this on The Fan.
I'm stuck in a pair of handcuffs.
The Fan.